creatures we shall fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This piece is entitled People Power. Now 125,000 protesters force MPs to debate walkout of EU Article 50 talks. Now, I wanted to play this piece to emphasise to Canadians that you have the power, not the politicians. And never forget that. People power is greater than any politician. And I think in 2018 we will show that. This piece is from the Express newspaper, links on the website, and it goes as follows. This is just part of the article. People power. Now 125,000 protesters force MPs to debate walkout of EU Article 50 talks. Brexit backing politicians should demand an EU no deal now, it is claimed, after 125,000 people called for the UK to walk away immediately. Support for the online campaign has soared in recent days after Theresa May agreed to pay up to £39 billion to the Leave bloc. Brussels politicians have caused further outrage among Leavers by saying Brexit talks cannot formally begin until March next year. A petition demanding Mrs May ditches Article 50 process sailed past the 100,000 mark on Saturday, meaning it must be considered for debate by MPs. By Tuesday morning, it stood at 125,000 signatures, with the numbers shooting up every few seconds. It was set up by the Leave voter Jack Taylor, who wrote, "The government should walk away from Article 50 negotiations and leave the EU immediately with no deal. The EU looks set to offer us a punishment deal out of spite. Why wait another 18 months when we could leave right now and fully take back control of our country, lawmaking powers and borders?" And the UKIP party, which has strongly supported the campaign, said the sheer level of support showed that it was now time for politicians to listen to the people. David Davis MP says a no deal is possible, and the article continues. But I just want my Canadian friends to think about this. Just because the MPs in our country are ignoring the will of the people, and that's the majority of the people, Mr. Trudeau, by the way, doesn't mean that all is lost, because it's the power of the people that matter. And in 2018, I believe that people will, how can I put this carefully, because we don't have free speech in Canada, of course, rise up in the nicest possible way, of course, and surround Houses of Parliament and cause a change for the better, a democratic change. I think that in 2018, it is distinctly possible that a vote of no confidence will be run against Trudeau and his Liberal communists. I don't think that's wishful thinking. I think people power will change everything. We will see, won't we, when the lies really come out. Because unlike Canada, once America turns its interest to Canada and starts publishing things that the Canadian press won't publish, the truth will set us free. I'm convinced of it. And we'll keep publishing the truth for as long as we can, and then for a considerable time afterwards. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio. And please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.